Alrighty then. Greetings, everyone. We're all getting in. I think I see Polka in the backstage. I'll bring her up in a minute. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Speaking with the Sage. All right, we're at Speaking with the Sage tonight, and we'll be covering. Kitchen. Yes, exactly. You see the kitchen now. So we're going to cover Kemetic flow. So we're going to talk about food, nutrition, and lifestyle. And on tonight's panel, we have H.P.S, Empress, Yamaya, all right. Our guest, Ericka Jo. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, baby.
Pocahontas Ixchel. She will be up in a minute. And yours truly, Heiress Jauqline. Okay. All right. So we greatly appreciate you viewing this now and also for our future viewers as well. And please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe to FGTV. I trust you'll find something that interests you on this lifestyle channel. Alrighty then. So we are here with Ericka Jo.
Yeah.
Hey, Ericka. How you doing, baby?
You know what? I'm doing really good. I'm doing good.
Awesome. Love it. So please, give us a summary, a brief introduction of who you are, and then we definitely will take it from there. So.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you a brief introductory. But I started my wellness journey because I was a functioning alcoholic for 10 years.
Okay, and we're getting into it. Okay. Yes.
Okay, so let me go ahead and ring the bell, open up the portalways.
So
we're gonna open up the portalways so
exactly.
all those that may have ears hear, our hearts receive, liberation.
I gotta give you a little background.
Okay. No, please do.
Yeah,
please.
Because it's the whole purpose of everything. Really, I was killing myself because I was drinking alcohol every single day for 10 years straight. And my body was so inflamed. I thought I was going to die in my sleep. And then one day something happened. And I talk about this sometimes, but something happened that made me look at myself and realize I had become the person I never wanted to be. I could no longer mask it and hide it. So I decided at that moment that I did not want to die being an alcoholic. And so at that very moment, I stopped drinking, and it's been 7 years. And so I didn't know I was going to get into wellness, but that one decision led me into where I'm at now. And so I use what I call a baby steps approach to wellness. And really, it's about operating out of obedience. So, yeah. And so that's really like a small introduction.
Yes.
Where who I truly am and why I'm here and why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I believe that food is medicine. And I know that if you change your diet, you can change your life. And if I can just show, people that it's really just about making a decision. You don't have to worry about what you're going to eat. I never worry about what I'm going to eat. Because I know what I'm not going to eat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not hard.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I definitely, before you get into your food, I just want to throw out a few things or ask a few questions in regards to, because you said you were a functioning alcoholic. Most of us do know somebody who is, deals with alcohol to a degree that they are functioning and some that are not functioning. With that correlation of alcohol, what would you say, because we're going to talk about food, in the family, with yourself, was food something, and we can add alcohol as well, was food and alcohol something that was presented as a conscious state? Meaning, did your family just eat whatever, drink whatever, move, you know what I mean? This sort of thing. Was there any structure put in place growing up. And structure could be a bad structure or a good structure, really.
Yeah, no, as far as my family, there was no structure.
Okay.
And when I mean no structure, I mean none, not for eating, not for education, and not for religion.
Okay.
I did whatever I wanted to do. Now, I came from a loving family, a caring family, but there just wasn't that type of structure. No, like history, no type of, like I said, education. Food was something that we used to come together, and we used to eat. We ate a lot. I do have people in my family that have suffered from addiction and things of that nature. So that was something that was common in my family. So it wasn't, it was easy for me to be functioning, especially with being an entrepreneur.
Yes, baby. Yes.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes, baby. You definitely need to do that. I had to add that because I'm looking forward to seeing what you are have presented or will present to us, as well as I like to add that spiritual aspect.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hold on.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear? Oh shit! Wait. Can you hear us?
You can, right? Now we can't hear.
Or the mic isn't connected. It's saying that your mic isn't connected.
Yeah, it says that it's muted. Greetings, Eric. We are pleased to. Okay. Now there you go. Okay, so I say that because I always like to add the spiritual aspect in whatever we're doing.
All right, let me see.
Yes.
Because the
did it work?
The connection. Let me just I'm gonna.
Can you hear, beloved? I hope so. All right, beloveds, we're gonna get it worked out. I don't know why her connection is. Ericka, can you hear me?
I can't hear.
But oh wow, we can hear you clear. I can hear you clear. Let's put in the chat. All right, beloved. So as we are getting this connection together, we are speaking about the Kemetic lifestyle. Of course, we're talking about food, nutrition, as well as the spiritual aspects of one taking on responsibility for themselves, their totality. And Ericka definitely has a journey with that personally and privately, and now has taken that particular journey on for herself and helping other people to do the same. Most of us, that I'm in physical fitness and dealing with physical fitness. I also deal with the aspects of proper eating, proper nutrition. A retreat chef myself. I've gone through the plant-based, the vegan, pescatarian, all these different aspects of eating. And I have realized, more importantly, that food, you absolutely will have a relationship with it. So that's what I want to discuss openly here, as well as with Ericka, and I'm hoping Heiress.
I'm here. Just you can hear me, right?
Yes, perfectly fine.
So weird when that happens.
Yeah, absolutely. So as we go through our live, and if you have any questions in the chat, especially when we're speaking about food and your relationship with it, that would definitely be something that we would want to be able to address. Ericka, you popped in again.
Let me see.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
I'm back.
I don't know how this happens sometimes.
I don't know.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just wrap up that little part so you can start to show us what you get. And in between, we're going to be asking the questions, because I definitely have spiritual questions to ask you that are related to food and your journey. Okay. Okay. So please tell us what it is that you're going to prepare for us, and in between we can jump in.
Yes, exactly.
So I'm going to make kind of like, I would say it's more like an Asian style. I'm going to make a dressing, because part of my journey, when I first started eating healthy, I ate salads for like maybe 3 or 4 years straight. I ate raw food. Mind you, I didn't know what I was doing. I told you I was working out of obedience. But come to find out, I was healing my gut and I was healing my liver, from all of that alcohol. So salads became my thing. So I love being able to eat salads, raw foods, and things of that nature. Now, normally for a long time, I would just do like lemon, olive oil, salt and pepper, a little, vinegar or something like that. But today I want to show you something that is a little more complex, but not much, because I don't really do complex stuff like that. But something that it's fast and easy, but it's very tasty. Okay. So I like to experiment a lot too. So this is something that I just discovered it myself, but I want to share it with you all, but because it was just that good. So I'm gonna take a little almond butter.
Okay, cool. Ooh, almond butter. I remember first time me trying that. It was so freaking good. Oh, so nice.
Yes. They used to have it at the grocery store. I don't know if they still have it, like where you can put the almonds in and it makes the butter for you right there.
Okay. They used to have, what store did they have that in?
Whole Foods,
Martin's. Oh, figures. I'm not surprised that it was Whole
Here's a little now the original recipe called for soy sauce, but I'm using coconut aminos.
Okay.
I'm gonna do some ginger powder. I love ginger, so I'm not afraid of that. The original recipe called for maple syrup and sriracha, but I have this hot honey sriracha, so I'm just going to use a little bit of that.
Okay, you said you were using ginger powder. Now, there's such a big thing in regards to ginger overall. What have you found, or where have you found the best place to buy ginger? Okay,
well, I've been going to the farmer's market lately, and that's where I got this last ginger from. And I've also been going to more of the ethnic grocery stores, like the Asian or the African or the Indian grocery stores. I find those grocery stores kind of have like better and cheaper produce. So also Trader Joe's has this ginger that I like. It's in a box. It's in a yellow box, and it's called ginger. I think it's called ginger drink mix, but it's pure ginger. It's a powder. And you could put that in your tea, or I put ginger in my coffee too.
Okay, most definitely.
Right?
And I'm asking because, there is an issue when you're talking about going to the store and purchasing fruits and vegetables. I mean, can you give us a little bit of that while you're making, this salad, right? The salad dressing.
You mean as far as like what's going on right now with all everything?
Right, meaning that if I wanted to go in and buy an apple, for instance, how would I know that this is a good apple? Like, is there a certain barcode that we need to look for, or is there certain...
I do know that there are barcodes that you do need to look for, but I just buy organic, so I really don't look at the barcodes like that, but there is something like that. And then the rice wine vinegar, I put a little rice wine vinegar for some acid, and that's pretty much it. And we're gonna stir this up.
Okay.
So mind you, it's like,
what would this taste like? Would it be like a teriyaki taste? What taste is this? What
something
kind of
like that? Yes,
something similar to that. Yeah.
Something like that, but it's a lot. Yes, it's pretty thin, but it's also a little creamy.
Because of the almond. Yes, I know exactly it's very it reminds me of Thai style cooking. Yeah. We love us some Thai,
Yes.
Jumi
I
or
love
Chia.
Thai.
But it's
In fact,
definitely
when I eat out, I'm always gonna do Thai or Mexican probably. Because if I, sometimes I eat out with my family.
Oh,
So I have this coleslaw kit. If you don't
nice.
want to like chop everything up, you can just buy, something like this. As you see, like time wise, it's not taking a lot of time at
It's
all.
not. It's not. And that's the one thing that people have said with, plant-based stuff, like, oh, because you got to make everything from scratch, and it does take
or
time
it's expensive.
what you're doing.
And what I found, like, fruits and vegetables are not expensive. Like when you eat more raw, like I just like having like a mostly raw diet. Like you can eat cooked foods too, but you should definitely be eating those raw foods, especially green foods for those phytonutrients. And then I have some edamame.
Okay.
So and then you can add anything you want, really. Like you can add those little rice noodles, like the little thin rice noodles. You can add peanuts. You can add like some tofu or anything. But today I'm just gonna add these 3 things. And then you put the dressing on.
And clearly I see someone has had your food before, because Miss Buddha Worth, you said all her food is delicious.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, so clearly she's had your food before.
Yes. Who is that?
It says Miss Buddha Worth. I think you probably would know her face thing, but clearly she had your food.
I really appreciate that. And I used to make, so like I told you, I ate salads for like 3 or 4 years straight, and I would post them on Facebook and Instagram, and people would like, can you make me one? So I started making salads, and I would have these huge pans of salads. I was selling salads for $150.
Okay.
Okay.
But I got, the intention has to be in it for me. And I got tired because it was a lot of work. So now I just do like small batches, and I like, just showing people what to do. Like this, see?
I know what that tastes like.
Right?
I know what it tastes like. Because of that freaking almond butter, and you have that sweetness, and then you have a little bit of, I know that's like my type of food.
She got the nerves to taste it too, right about now. So let me ask you this.
It's really good.
Because
it's a little spicy, but I like spice.
You've had people, you've had your
clients. So that's that.
Okay, can you hear me?
Do you guys have any questions about the salad?
Yes. No. I'm going to ask you about
what happened
with
I
your
can't hear you.
With your clients. Now, with your clients and giving them this salad, what did you find was the biggest thing?
I can't hear.
You can't hear me? Oh my God, no, not that again. No. Okay, I think no, she can't hear me. I don't know why hers is jumping out. Can you hear me now? Okay. You know what? When you went out, Ericka, she couldn't hear me.
Yes, it's because the connection. My connection literally just went out.
Okay.
So excuse everyone. Let me just say this: Poca is also having difficulty. She just did a retreat out in the freaking mountains.
Wow!
You should check that out. So the connection can be a little bit shaky now. You feel me? But she definitely will be in the comments asking her questions, because that's why she had to jump out. And I'm not even in the mountains, and it's messing up my connection. Okay. All right. Back to it.
So with your clients, because you used to make these.
Are there any questions about what I did just now?
Yes. So can you hear me? Good.
Hello.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yes.
No.
Great.
Yep.
My God.
I can't hear Empress.
Okay. So with that particular salad that you just made, right? So you were making salads and selling it to a lot of.
You can't hear it.
I can't hear her. I can hear you.
Oh, she can't hear me.
You can't hear Empress.
I cannot hear Empress.
Oh, goodness. Heiress, you asked her the question I just asked then.
Oh, damn it. I was too busy trying to. Okay, shit.
Okay, I'll repeat because I'm sure. Hello, audience land. Can you hear me?
Oh, she looked like she's dropping knowledge too.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm asking freaking questions. Okay.
Dang.
So asked her with the
Can you still
salad
hear
that
me?
she just made. What were the clients' response to that?
Okay,
Were they also getting the good gut health? What was the response?
So basically, with the salad that you just made, what was the your clients' response to that? Were they also getting the good gut health? Like, what were their benefits with your cooking for this and many other ones too? Many other dishes.
Okay. So for the salads, when I started selling the salads, I sold them as a detox package. So I was selling the salads and then I was also selling juices. And most people were on a 7-day protocol. And people were losing weight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they really, really enjoyed the salads. But again, like that wasn't my full-time thing. And it was just like physically, it was a lot of work and it was very hard for me. And I felt like I wanted to keep the good intention in my food. You know, I didn't want to be like, I didn't want it to be like a burden, you know, so I stopped doing it.
Okay.
Because intention is everything.
Yes. Okay. And spiritually, how did that liberate her? How was that? How did it liberate you spiritually with eating the way you were and servicing other people?
And spiritually, how did it liberate you with eating this certain way and also seeing other people eat it too? Like the spiritual benefits. We already hear the physical, spiritual one.
Spiritually, I became a new person. The food, it healed my body and it healed my mind. Like my focus was better. Things became clearer. It was almost like, you know, like I think it's something in the Bible where it says like the scales fell from their eyes and they could see. It was something like that. That is exactly how I felt and I still feel, because I still use food in that way. I use food as a spiritual modality. Food is not just something to eat. It's something that I get information from. And so I receive downloads from food. And in fact, I knew this, like, it's like everything that happened to me, it was like, I saw it in the spirit first. And then once I started doing the research confirmed it. Exactly. And so recently I saw a little movie or something. It was called Food. I forgot what it was called. Some Food Revolution or something like that. And there's actual evidence that says food holds intelligence. And when we eat it, and when the sun penetrates the food that's in our system, it creates wellness. You know, and so I knew that though. Like I was like, wow. And so that's how I felt. So as far as spiritually, it helped me connect with myself, you know, my inner person of who I truly am. And it helped me be able to hear and see spiritually better.
And what, okay, since you said
seeing
like,
other people, like, so even now, like my mom's in her 70s, like she stopped eating meat this year. You know, I wouldn't like people that in my family, remember I told you about my family, you know, they drink smoothies now. I saw my uncle like eating a salad. I was like, wait a minute, you know, but all of them always tell me like, I see you. You know, like they're paying attention and they're taking instruction, and people are changing. They're changing their lives because they want to, you know. And they're like, she could do it, I could do it.
Yes,
that part.
They would say the ambassador,
like that, you know?
the ambassador of the family.
Exactly.
Yes,
she's the ambassador. Most definitely.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
This is crazy because I cannot hear. I can't hear.
Okay, you can't hear nothing? Okay. All right.
That is so horrible.
I know. I don't even understand.
It is messing with
my God. Let me just try to do this.
That really sucks. Oh my God, is something up with the internet now?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, this is a good one.
Yes, it is. It is. Okay, let me see
Well,
it.
I love what Miss Buddha Worth said about her. That is so awesome.
Yes, that is.
Yes, her plates speak volumes of the person. Yes, that is so good. I am so like this is the first time ever. Like it's just acting up on everybody's
Yes, it
end.
definitely is. What about now?
I can hear you.
You can only hear me?
Fine. Okay,
Yep.
so I'm just gonna
I can't
relay the
hear her.
questions. Crazy. All right. No, so okay, let her go ahead and finish with this
And
because
this
I
is
do
so
have other
good.
questions, but I want her to get in
Should
her
I just
groove so
make
we can
this?
see
Let
our
me make
face.
Yes, please, please. Do
All right.
make room, make it. Thank you.
I'm gonna
Eris, while
show you
she's
guys. So
while she's making it,
gonna do some
I just kind of
spinach.
threw out the question. Nice.
Okay. I want this to be green to represent
Yes.
this
Yes.
green that we have on, representing
Yes,
the
most
heart,
definitely.
right? Green represents the heart chakra.
Most
Yes.
definitely.
Loving it. And we're all in our green right now. So
We're all in our
yes.
green.
Amazing.
I
Now,
feel so
do
good
you
in this green.
now do you believe
I'm gonna
in
put some
the whole
cucumber in there.
food and color thing?
I'm gonna put
As far
some
as
celery.
the color of the food
I'm just doing
creates
all
or
green.
connected to the
Okay.
organ.
I'm gonna do a green apple.
So okay, while you're doing this, do you believe in the food colors? Like for example, it's connected to certain like beets are like good for the blood. You know, do you? Yeah, I love that. You're like
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
It's like
Yeah.
a blueprint, isn't it? Completely
Yes.
a guide. It's
It is
lovely.
a blueprint.
Yes, it's lovely.
Okay.
Just like this ginger, right? How I cut
Mhm.
the ginger and you see it's dry, but look, I could cut it open and it's like fresh ginger.
Yes.
So it healed itself.
Yes.
It healed
Yes.
itself. So it's
Yes.
gonna heal you once it gets in your
Mhm.
body.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So I love ginger. Love. So I'm gonna put
Yes,
some
I like it
ginger.
too. I like it too, definitely. And it's so many good benefits from it. And then in this smoothie here, you're gonna have the spinach, ginger, what other things are you gonna have?
Cucumber, celery, green apple, and lime.
Okay. Ooh, nice.
And parsley. I put some parsley in there.
And the benefits? What are the benefits here?
And what are the benefits here with for this smoothie? What
Okay,
benefits
so I
have
knew you
you?
were gonna ask me that. Okay, so the spinach is vitamin K, vitamin A, antioxidants. The green apple is fiber. I said I was gonna put a date in here just for maybe to sweeten it or some agave, but I might not.
Mm-hmm.
The celery, hydration and antioxidants as well. The ginger is for digestion. I'm gonna do the parsley again with vitamin C, vitamin K, and the coconut water is hydrating. So this is just to give you a little insight into my thought process and how I got where I got. I was like, cause I feel like food speaks to me. Like when I'm in the when I'm in the grocery store or when I want to eat something, and something in it says, grab that, get that, eat that. I might not know what it is. I might not know the benefit, but I can feel it. And one day, Spirit said to me, "You don't know what it is, but it knows who you are." So these things, they
Okay.
know what to do when we put it
Exactly.
in. You don't necessarily have to know. Remember, I'm talking to beginners.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
necessarily always have to know exactly what the benefit is, because I believe it all works for the greatest good. Everything works together. All of it works together. It is good to, educate yourself and know what you're eating, but you don't
Right.
necessarily have to know. Like, I just got everything green. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do green. So sometimes, you might not know, or you might see something you might want to experiment, and you don't really know what it is, but it's something you always wanted to try. Try it.
Get it.
Yes.
And then look it up.
Yes,
Right,
exactly.
right.
You don't have to know all the time. Exactly.
Yes,
Just have to put some
yes.
coconut water.
So for those of that are beneficial, that are beginners or
Okay.
intermediate
And then
or
I'm gonna put
advanced, it is
some.
all about having a connection to the food, because food does
And you can
vibrate with
add
you.
anything you want. Like you could do cinnamon, you could do oat milk, you could do um um oatmeal or anything, I'm gonna put a little spirulina. So this is another antioxidant, digestion, energy, immunity, skin. It's all, it all works the same to me.
Yes, exactly.
Unless you have like a illness, a specific illness that you're battling, then you need to
In
really
regards
know
to a
exactly what
woman's
you're working
health,
on.
a woman
Could
over
be your body.
30, what
Okay, so
vegetable
this
would you
little blender
say
I
she
love
should
is called the
use?
Beast.
Okay,
Okay.
everyone that's viewing this, Ericka cannot hear Empress, so she's not talking over Empress. Okay, so let me just get that clear before people be thinking she
That's
rude and
true.
stuff.
That's
No,
true.
no, no.
Yeah. Okay. So Empress is loading up her question now. So I'm listening to her question. Okay. So let me just 1 second. Okay.
Okay.
Please continue your
No,
question.
no, it's funny. I know the audience probably can hear me, so I'm just putting it out. So then you could very well
Yes. Okay.
translate.
Okay. All right. Yeah. The audience
But
probably could hear you. Yes. Perfect.
so definitely the question is in regards to a woman's health. So a
Yes.
woman at 30 years old, what would be that one vegetable or that one fruit that from your experience would actually help her vitality?
Okay. And regarding women's health, basically, we'll go for like a woman that's in her 30s. Okay. So what would you say is like that superfood that's appropriate for that age? If there's one mini, what do you think? What's your opinion about that, based off of how the body's?
I think it's more than one. What I think is you have to reduce your animal consumption. Number one, you have to eat less meat and animal products, and you have to eat more green products. That's it. Your animal products should be a quarter of what you eat, and your green and vegetables and fruits should be three-fourths of what you eat. If I could put it simply. Because everybody likes something different. Like you might not like spinach. I'm not gonna tell you to eat spinach if that's not what you like. You need to figure out what you like. That's why I say work out of obedience. Because your body will tell you what it wants. Like I said, you could go in the grocery store and your eye something might catch your eye. That thing is unctioning you. The energy from that food is pulling you. So you need to grab it. Just like the energy from the donuts, the cookies, the cakes, the crackers, the pie.
It has
That energy is
memory.
pulling you too.
It definitely has
So
memory.
the
Yes.
energy from the food is pulling you. And when you see something that you might want to try that looks good, pick it up if it's green. So eat
Yes.
more green.
That's just it's very, as you said, it's simple. You're just making it
And that's
simplified.
that's what I tell like my coaching clients. Like if I have somebody that smokes cigarettes, right? I'm not gonna tell them you need to stop smoking. They know they need to stop smoking. What I'm gonna say is, if you smoke 5 cigarettes, smoke 2 or smoke 3, and then add a salad a day.
That's
You
a good
have to start.
approach. Yeah.
Everybody can't just go out because it gets
Yes.
overwhelming. If you go to the grocery store and you buy $300 worth of lettuce and you don't eat none of it, you're not gonna want to go buy lettuce again. You're not.
Yeah.
So I always say, just a little bit, baby steps.
Yes.
So again, eat less meat, have whatever meat, cheese, dairy, milk. If you're eating that stuff, you want to minimize it for as much as you can. I always say cut it in half. Start with half. If you can't do half, then do what you can. And then add green.
No, I love that. I love that approach. I even did that approach when it came to me losing weight. Because before I would like have failed diets where I just go on a fast. I will do the fast now, but right after the fast, you're back to how it is. So what I did was I did start just gradually. I just less bread. I think I started off with less bread, and then I gradually started, and it really did, because it started to build a habit over time. and it wasn't just like boom, a complete cut off. Because then your body's like, excuse me, you've been feeding me this all this time. Now you want to cut it off? Like, how dare
everything
you?
in moderation.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I totally agree with that. That's pretty much how I did everything. And I did it in phases, you know, started with stopping drinking and meat, and dairy, fish, sugar, you know. I still struggle with sugar sometimes, but none of the other stuff I haven't went back to.
That's
But
really
I know how
good.
to challenge myself. So when I see I'm off, I'm eating too much sugar, I you know it. You know, that's why I said you gotta listen to yourself. That's the spiritual side of it, right? So I said, okay, let me go back. And when I go back, it's the weaning. I wean myself off.
Correct. Most definitely.
Yes, most definitely. All right, so let's get to this movie here, and then Polka does have her questions, and I think she's going to touch on more of the physical body stuff. But please, let's get this movie.
Go. It's gonna be loud.
Yeah. I'll put you on mute.
All right. So for those that most definitely, because you guys can hear me, I am asking a question to the audience, those that are viewing now and will view later. Have you noticed when you eat a certain type of food, it gives you a certain high and then you crash later? The depth of that is you tapping into yourself. And so if you're trying to build, because most of you guys know, I do deal in the fitness arena, right? So we want to be able to identify the same areas that Ericka was speaking of, identify those things that are in our life that we need to have a moderate function of. And she's dancing right now. Take in moderation, as I heard in the chat as well with Pocahontas. The other part of this is having a spiritual connection with food, okay? Because we do let's just say a relationship with food. We oftentimes eat things that feel really, really good, that make us feel good, that make us feel comfortable, that sort of thing. So all of us need to be quite aware of those particular vices. Some can be good and some people can overdo it. So I'm going to pose this question to Ericka and see what she has to say about, oh, that looks delicious. See what she has to say about, does eating healthy make you a healthier or spiritual person? This is the whole key, because I hear people that they would correlate that with wearing natural hair. They correlate that with, oh, I'm a vegan, so I'm plant-based, so I'm just this and I'm just that, and they can have crappy, excuse my mouth, fucked up attitudes. So
okay,
who are you?
All right, so Ericka, I will translate best I can. Does eating healthy, and you can hear me, right? You can hear me, but you can hear, okay, perfect. Does eating healthy make a person a more spiritually heightened individual? And we're gonna put it to this sense here. I have known vegans that are all about that lifestyle, but they are a crappy individual, or
dirty house, everything.
They look like they are, for example, they look sick. You know what I mean? Like I see you still look vibrant, and I've seen people like, you eat healthy. Does that, in my opinion, it would translate to, okay, a person has a healthy overall lifestyle. But is that necessarily the case with what you've seen in your day-to-day life?
I don't really understand the question, but I'll tell you this. I decided, like I said, working out of obedience is how I live my life. So I said to myself, vegan is just a word. It's not something that I subscribe to in that sense, because I didn't set out to be a vegan. My choices of wanting to be healthy and being curious,
about food and how it works led me to eat like I guess what people would call vegan because I don't do animal products. But I decided and I told myself if I start eating like a lot of chips and bread and processed foods, because you could be a vegan and not be healthy.
Yes, that is true. That is very true. That is.
So then I would reevaluate my intentions. Am I doing this just to say I don't eat meat or I'm a vegan or you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to just do it just to say that because it sounds good or it sounds cool. Because I feel like that's why, and people don't, I always say I'm a human being and I try my best every day. Yes. I'm not gonna sit up here and say I would never, ever, I would never drink alcohol again, but I'm not gonna say what I won't do. Because I don't know, because as we age and our bodies change and things of that nature, I just want to do what I feel is going to be best for me.
Yes. Yes.
And this is working for me, you know,
yes.
right.
I love
so
that.
I think
That's
the spiritual side of it, is, what are your intentions? Are you just saying, you know, because when people say I'm going vegan, I automatically think, what is the reason? Just to say you're vegan? You know, and it's like, you gotta, you know, you really just have to be true to who you are and what it is you want to do. Because you can still, that's why I said you can still eat meat, stuff like that. Don't eat too much.
Too much.
Just
about
eat a little bit. Eat a little bit. Everybody's not meant to be vegan.
Yes,
or meant to eat raw like that. And I truly believe that. Like, I'm not the person that's gonna be like, everybody should do this. No, you have to listen to yourself, your heart, your spirit, and what God is telling you.
Yes, most definitely. Okay. I love that answer. I'm gonna Pocahontas has shared 2 questions so far. And she asked, what is your daily routine for the week? She would love to hear more about your discipline mentally, spiritually, and physically. Like your overall, we're getting to the lifestyle part of this discussion.
Yes.
It's funny because right now I'm pivoting. I was used to doing things a certain way and a certain time, and now I'm pivoting. And what I'm realizing is, for me, being able to be fluid is important, because when you travel and when your sleep patterns change and things of that nature, you have to have a plan to stay on course, you know, because it could be easy to get off. Like I was gone for like 10 days and I went outside and I walked and there was smoke from Canada. And so like I was coughing for like 10 days straight, you know, and it was like, I probably shouldn't have went outside, but because I was like, oh, I have to go outside, I have to do this. You know what I'm saying? I made myself sick. And so, but day to day, how I like to start my day is not on my phone. I try not to do that. I try not to, like, I don't want my phone to be the first thing I grab. I want to be able to, from my bed, do some type of agility exercises and get up and do some agility exercises, and then have a warm lemon water to start my my gut going.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So there are. I'm glad you asked me that, because now I can, like, I'm starting to, you know, I'm creating this lifestyle, right, that I want to introduce to people, and I call it home. So the body is a temple, right? It's called Welcome Home. And it is a way for you to remember how to stay on track, right? So it's home, HOAM, hydrate, oxygenize, alkaline, and mineralize the body. And those are the things that I strive for every day. So hydrate by drinking my water, alkaline by putting the lemon in the water, you know, moving my body, you know, mineralizing, something like this with the spirulina in there, or, you know. I'm always like very conscious of doing things like that on a daily basis. I like walking, doing my Kemetic yoga, you know.
Yes, that part. Those type of things. Yeah. That part. And how did you get into the Kemetic yoga? because I do see you on your page, and you definitely are doing that. So I do see it.
I swear, like everything came to me because, like I said, I'm gonna always go back to this with being a beginner, and not a person that didn't grow up knowing or having much structure, right? You got remember that about me. So I had never done yoga. I wasn't trying to do yoga. I wasn't thinking about yoga. But the story goes,
Okay, here you go.
I was invited to this event, not really knowing what it was. It was on New Year's Eve. But the day before that, I got carjacked at gunpoint.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
And I ended up getting my car back, all of my belongings, and I wasn't harmed. So I decided I'm still going to go to the event. And not knowing, I was walking into a healing studio.
Okay.
And that's how it started. So when I was there and they were like holding hands and saying Ashe and all this stuff, I'm like, what are these crazy?
I love that. Yes.
I had no idea. I was just like, what are they talking about? Ancestors and all this stuff. Like, you know, and so that's how it really started. And I would, I would go, and then Master Yasir, he ended up offering a scholarship.
Okay.
He gave a scholarship, and so I was able to get my teacher's training through the scholarship.
Love
and the
it. Love it.
scholarship, we had to dedicate like a year to the studio, and I'm still there. And that was in 2021.
Oh, love it. Love it. Love it.
And so
Love it.
now I have taken over his classes.
Okay.
His online teacher training classes.
Okay. Well, that means you're definitely a good student, no? Most definitely.
Yeah,
If you
but
take it.
it's amazing to me because sometimes I'm like, wait a minute, I'm teaching Master Yasir's classes, and it's like I came from knowing nothing or
Yes.
not knowing, so that's how I ended up doing it. But you know what? The reason why I love Kemetic yoga is, one, it teaches me about my culture, and being someone that grew up not knowing anything, it gives me a sense of pride. And to be honest, it is the first time through meditation that I experienced myself outside of the lens of whiteness. I became the observer, and it put me in a whole nother mindset of how I view the world and how I show up for myself, my family, and my community.
I love that. And speaking of the Kemetic yoga part, what is your go-to pose? What pose puts you into that state? If there's more than one, I understand.
Oh my God. You know what? I really love the pose of immortality. The pose of immortality is the foundational pose of Kemetic yoga, because back in the 70s, there was a King Tut exhibit here in Chicago, and Master Yasir and his teacher saw on the back of the chair of Tutankhamun there was Het, and he was in this pose, and they wondered, how did he get there? They were like, that's yoga. And that's how the practice of Kemetic yoga started, as far as it being modern day global movement.
Yes.
So that was over 50 years ago.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And so that is the pose that I feel that resonates with me most. I love that pose. It makes me feel so powerful. That's
love
one of my favorite ones.
And how long? When did you start your training? Like, I want to see how
the first day I went to the studio was 2021.
Okay, so it's fairly recent. That's very
but
really,
I
really
just
good.
really started really dedicating probably the past 2 years.
Okay, gotcha.
I remember one day I was just like, I want this to be a part of my everyday life. I knew that for sure, because I'm big on agility. That's something I was doing before I started Kemetic yoga. Like, I was running. That's how I really started doing cardio. I would get up and I would run every single day. But I was very stiff. I was so stiff. And one of my friends was like, she was like, you're so stiff. I was like, I'm just getting old. I just attributed it to getting old. And then someone was like, no, that's not it. Yeah. So I started doing agility exercises. So I'm big on being agile. And so the Kemetic yoga really like I said, helped me connect mentally, spiritually, physically, you know.
Good. And speaking of Kemetic yoga, have you been to Kemet? Have you been to the land?
No, but I'm hoping
You
to go
haven't?
this year.
Okay, cool. Is it
Have
going
you
to be
been?
a part of your Sears thing or something else? Because I know he does those trips as well, doesn't he?
You know what? I am the program director for the Institute of Kemetic Yoga. So I
Oh,
am in partnership with Yasir. So I would definitely be going with him.
okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
So I help him like promote the classes, the trips, and things of that nature. And in fact, we just got a contract to start doing yoga classes at Northwestern Hospital here in Chicago.
Oh, that's lovely. That's
Yeah.
lovely. And actually, I see a comment from Polka, and she said, how was your experience having a youth yoga class? Because you've had a youth yoga class. Have you had
Oh
that?
yeah.
How
I
was that?
love
Because it's
you.
the youth, like, come
Listen,
on.
it's something about the youth that I'm attracted to. I just, that age of maybe like 8 to 14 or 15. So it was this group of kids that I did recently did the youth development program for. And after class, one of the adults told me, she said, oh yeah, they had plans to beat you up. She was like, these kids are the worst of the worst in Chicago. I had no clue. I
Oh,
couldn't tell.
wow.
I couldn't tell by my interaction with them because they were so
Wow.
engaged. They were so engaged. But
Mm,
I I I I addressed them like, listen, this is our history. This is
mhm,
you.
mm,
And I let them know also, and they probably think I'm a little crazy because I always tell them, I say, you know what? You have an enemy. I say, your enemy knows who you are, but you don't know who your enemy is.
mm.
And that
It's like,
kind of
yeah.
got them like, what's she talking about? And
Mhm,
the enemy is really, the world and the systems of the world that are meant to make us Black people, in particularly, be oppressed,
mhm,
depressed, suffer from grief and poverty and things of this nature. You know,
mhm,
and so I
mhm.
use Kemetic yoga to combat these type of things because emotionally it can be draining. Look
Yes.
at all these kids. Look at Nolan Wells. Look at all the other black black people. And you know what? I'm against oppressing any people. Let me just
Yes,
say
of
that.
course. Yes,
But
yes, yes.
as a Black American, we have a unique experience, I believe. And I have personally been affected by racism in so many ways.
Mhm.
And so that's another reason how I use Kemetic yoga to navigate through life.
Yes, I love that. And I believe definitely with you speaking to the youth, as you said, you kind of came at them with a different approach that they haven't heard of before. So it was kind of
Yeah.
like, wait, what is she talking about? So I
Yeah.
share to you on that part. Most definitely, most definitely. Okay, I'm already like, I love this discussion. Please excuse audience, excuse the interruptions. We're making it happen, baby. Okay, we're making it
We're
happen.
doing it.
Yes. First of all, how was that? How was that drink? It looks so refreshing. You put that ice in there. It's summertime. It's hot. I bet it's very refreshing.
It's really good. It's actually exactly what I needed because,
Yes.
like I said, I was out of town for a while, so I'm trying to cut back on my sugar consumption, and so this drink is perfect. It's not too sweet, and it's gonna do what it needs to do. I can tell that
Mm-hmm.
parsley is very powerful. That parsley and
Yeah. Are you
the
meaning like the
celery.
flavor of it, or like the benefits, or the
The
flavor?
benefits, the
Mm,
benefits. I didn't put
tell us.
too much, but I put just enough to where
Mm-hmm.
I know it's in there, but it's not overpowering at all.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
put the apple in there, the ginger. I can taste everything. The lime, cucumber.
Yes.
Yeah, I can
Yes.
taste it all. Spinach, the coconut
Yes.
water.
Yes, I love it. I'm gonna bring, even though you probably won't hear Empress, I'm gonna
Okay.
bring her back up. because we are reaching a close, but most definitely I really do like conversations such as this. And I just had a vision of like a panel, not like online, an actual in-person, like having Shayola, having Ericka, having Poca. I just saw all of us. It just like did it like a That's So Raven vision. That's So Raven when she staring around.
We are all chefs. Yes, Poca.
Yes.
Five,
So most definitely. No, I love that. I love that. So I'm gonna, even though, sorry, if you can't hear Empress, I would like her to speak, but she's gonna speak a little bit, and then I'll do the little closing at the end if you can't hear. So Empress, what you gotta say so we can?
I've had to have. I wanted to say a whole lot.
Yes, I know.
Anyway, my biggest thing I might take away from this, from hearing Ericka, most definitely is anyone can get on the journey for life, prosperity, truth, and healing for themselves. She has come from being what we would call addicted to a certain substance that was not servicing her highest good, life purpose, and path. However, she was able to turn that around and create her own narrative. I appreciate you coming on the channel. I definitely wanted to have you on. I also appreciate the fact that you are standing as that ambassador for yourself, for your family, for the youth. Youth have always been a part of my heart. That's why I got into teaching and started to, expand. The more I allowed myself to expand, the more I was able to plant seeds into others and then expand greatly from that, without holding back the things that you desire to do. So I'm wishing and speaking, better yet, decreeing that you continue to be that entrepreneur that I saw in Chicago ringing true. And what I heard, and I want to ring the bell to this because you didn't know this, but Spirit had already said to me that you would be the one that he would pass the torch to, and I'm talking about Yashir. I heard that before I left. And I sat with it before I left as well, and just blessed the house. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I am so pleased. I mean, I'm so pleased to actually hear the confirmation that I had heard that would be passed. You know what I mean? So you standing in that, you standing on your square, being seated on your throne and ruling from here and allowing everything else to fall in place. Let yourself, because I always call everyone a garden, all right? And you are planting a garden, you're planting those seeds. Allow your garden that you plant also be planted in others and their divine divinity, and then go out and be a gardener, honey. Go ahead and get your greenhouse. You know what I mean? Plant them seeds. Go ahead and write that name for your business and your product and your herbs and do that now, because that's what you're destined to do. That's a part of that life purpose and path that I see on you. And that's just up to you to see that for yourself too. So I appreciate all you guys. I'm so sorry that the audio, we can't do nothing about that, but y'all can hear me now, huh?
Yes, I'm pleased. I'm pleased that that she, it seemed like she was meant to hear that part. You know what I mean? Like I could do the translating of the questions. Like, hear it. Okay, this is what she said. And stuff. But I feel like definitely Ericka needed to hear that part from you. So I'm very pleased.
I so appreciate you. Thank you so much. I look forward to that panel. Actually, all of us getting in the kitchen. Proper in the kitchen, honey, because I love to cook. Don't get it twisted. This is a chef over here. Yes. We do that. All right. All of us getting in the kitchen. Hi, baby.
Yes.
Peace, Ericka. Peace,
okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I've been here. First, let me just say something. Eric, your hair, you're giving. Leo, I love it.
I'm giving.
Yes. You also giving Super Saiyan. You know.
Super what?
Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan, girl.
So beautiful.
Yes, I
So
love it. Like her
Yes,
superpowers are
thank you,
charged.
Amor.
And I want
Thank you.
some juice, Queen Erica. I want some juice. I'm like, I'm thirsty now. I'm just
She
over
wants
here
some juice,
watching and
Erica.
Oh God.
enjoying
I have to
listening.
make you
Yes,
some when we join for the
please.
panel.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, most definitely.
I'll rewatch again and try to hear what you said you put in there and try to make it myself. But thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I'm just watching and
Yeah.
just enjoying your energy, your stories, the realness, the authenticity. I love it. Everything happens for a reason. I'm over here just surrendering, like, let me just chill and watch the live.
yeah, you got to tell Ericka what she said.
Yes, yes. Overall, she's giving much thanks to you
Oh,
for
thank you.
all the energy, and obviously that she had some interruptions in her thing, but she most definitely is here, tuned in. She's gonna go back to the video and get those ingredients that she needs for the
Yes.
juice, so she can make that.
Yes,
And
that's what I
Ericka has
said.
to try the puffs, those puffs. You got to send Ericka some of those puffs, the cereal.
Oh, okay.
Cause she be making, Bo could be cooking some stuff.
Yes,
Ooh, I can't
yes.
wait.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Awesome.
Awesome,
My God.
beloved. So yes, give thanks, Amor. Oh, Erica, do you have anything that's on the horizon that you want people to know about? I will put your information, like your links and stuff like that, down in the description. But do you have anything? So please
I
share it.
do.
Please share.
So I have a monthly subscription for my Kemetic yoga classes. And the link that you provided, they can go to that link. And
Okay.
if they're interested in doing some online classes, or if you're in Chicago, every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then starting September 29th, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm adding 3:30 to 5 o'clock, and then 6 to 7:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays for online classes.
Cool,
Awesome.
lovely. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm
Give
excited.
thanks,
Thank
Miss
you.
Erica. I appreciate your presence here, and I look
I
forward
appreciate you
to
guys for having me.
future collaborations. Most definitely, that's definitely on the
Yes.
horizon today.
Thank you
Definitely.
guys so much. I appreciate you.
I absolutely, most definitely. And I'm gonna say this because I was over here playing with my cards. I normally have my Kemetic cards, but I did my Oracle cards, and it said inspire. Okay. So
Okay.
inspire
Very
the
nice.
sacred space while we were talking. Now, this is all while you were saying certain things, right?
Okay.
That work, and then put to death those things that don't service you. All the time, every time you were saying a certain thing, I was like, okay, I'll pull. And it was rhyming. And had we had a proper connection, I could have said it right when you were saying it, and would have vibrated even more so for what you were saying. You put a death to that old past Ericka.
Yes.
And you're bringing life. And because you put in that work for your sacred space, you are also inspiring others to do the damn same. I'm just saying.
Pocahontas, she got the bell in the chat. You can't see her, but I can see her ringing the bell in the backstage.
Oh, thank you so much, honey. I'm preaching, baby. I'm going to roll how the spirit roll.
That's right.
Entrepreneur, that's her name. When I met her, I called her entrepreneur. She was like, oh,
sure did.
Baby, y'all better listen. Okay,
she gave me that. She gave me that.
Most
I'm
definitely.
just gonna be ready to sit there and be like, okay, I was at least a part of her journey. Thank you very much.
This was
Love
so much
you,
fun.
ladies.
We gotta do this again. This was a lot of fun.
Awesome. Most definitely. We'll continue being in contact on that one. Most definitely. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. And we will see you soon. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna go eat. It's time to go eat.